Beckham Jr. has not been at any OTAs, neither has Duke Johnson. And really, it's opened up some opportunities for other guys like Dontrelle Hilliard, who's really impressed at running back.
I think all those guys are talented. Right now, you know, you take a look at Dontrelle Hilliard, he's doing a heck of a job. We're down some receivers, so he's played some receiver, which is making himself very valuable to this team. If Nick needs to be spared, Dontrelle can go in as a running back, but we also now get the matchup against the linebackers and against the safeties. So he can serve as a special guy, not only a number 2 until that time, but also number 1 sometimes if we're talking about on third down situations.
Did you do a lot of study on Hunt before you actually got into the hands-on part where you're working with him every day?
Yes, when he came out as a rookie, I studied, and of course I watched him the last couple of years, so I know what type of guy he is. He's a tremendous back, no question about that.
What are the similarities with Chubb, and what are the differences?
Well, I think they both have excellent feet. There's no question about that. They both can get out of trouble. They're both physical runners. So pass blocking is something that all of the backs need to continue to work on. But I see production from both of those guys.
Coach, it looked like you were doing a little extra coaching on the ropes drill earlier today. What is the goal with the backs in the ropes drill?
Some of the guys have tight hips, you know, and some of the guys tend to take long strides. Sometimes we just need them to take a short chop step to either make a cut or to get out of a cut.
You mentioned earlier, and it's been pretty evident on the field so far, Dontrelle has looked a lot better. Where has he come from the end of last season until now?
Well, I don't. All I know, when Freddie asked me to join him, he had high praises for Dontrelle, you know. And like I told Dontrelle, all I know is that we drafted a guy with the Jets in the 7th round, and he wasn't drafted at all. And this guy came from a historically black university, and Dontrelle came from Tulane. So there has to be a problem somewhere, and it's not his physical skills. He's got to believe that he belongs, and I expect him to come out every day. We expect him to come out every day and make plays. And I think what he has to understand is that he has to believe in himself as much as we believe in him. And now he's getting an opportunity. This is huge for him, and he's having a heck of a spring training camp.
Are there backs that are among your favorites that you use by way of instruction for the backs that you're coaching? You like your guys to watch a lot of film on who?
We watch film because patience is a big key in the running game. We watch film on Le'Veon Bell. We watch some film on David Johnson. We watch some film on Duke Johnson because he's a hell of a runner as well when you're talking about patience, when you're talking about pressing the point. And then, of course, we watch some film on ourselves, on Nick and on Kareem. Those guys are great players in their own right.
And this is another, goes to Dorsey question, but would you like to, I'll ask you anyway, would you like to see Duke as part of the team in September?
Oh, yeah, I would love to see Duke as part of the team in September, but I would have also liked to, and I know it's voluntary, I would have liked to see him take part in this camp, because when you don't take part in this camp, you give somebody an opportunity to play that may not have had the opportunity, and it's now that guy has to take advantage of the opportunities. And Dontrelle has been doing a hell of a job in taking advantage of the opportunities.
What do you like about him?
Everything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, his mindset, first of all, that he belongs here, that he can get things done, his ability to run routes, his ability to catch the ball, and just being quite frank with him about where he needs to be mentally. He needs to reach the point where we see he's at skill-wise, and I think he's climbing that ladder.
Sounds like you already described a running back who can have a big playing load for this team or some other team, wherever he might wind up. Is that what you're saying? That
Absolutely.
Dontrelle is good enough to do all that?
Yeah, he is. And when Freddie told me, Stump, I really like this kid, you know, he can either make it or break it. And when the head coach feels that way about the kid, I know he's got some talent, and it's my job to do whatever I need to do to get him to change his mindset and reach the level that we think he should be at.
Take a couple more. When you mentioned Duke as a guy that you guys have watched film on, when you see just Duke as a runner, how do you think, what's the best way to use a guy like that?
I've been watching Duke since high school. Hell, I tried to recruit Duke when I was at Southern University. Duke is a talented runner. He's elusive. He can make people miss. He can be physical if he wants to. He's a heck of a receiver. But what he has to do is fit in the scheme in which we want him to fit in. It's a new regime right now, you know. But if he's here, he's going to have his opportunity. But you also have given other guys an opportunity to show what they can do as well.
So knowing Duke like you do, there just has been, not responsible for what he's done here. He's had great moments here. He's also had times when people have felt like, wow, why isn't he getting used more? Why doesn't he get used this way more? Knowing what you know of Duke, why maybe have there been times when it feels like he's maybe hasn't been used as much as people would think?
Well, first of all, I think there may have been coordinators around here before, I don't know, that think it's all about the plan, maybe not so much about the player, or maybe it wasn't a good matchup in a particular week. So I can't answer that question. All I know is that Freddie and Coach Monken has expressed how much they want Duke to be a part of this team. There's things that we want to do. We're still trying to do those things, but now we're trying to do them with Dontrelle, and he's looking pretty dang on good.